Hi everyone, and welcome to Whiteskys Wisdom. Getting to see me for the first time. Let's see. Taurus. I'm hoping you're all doing really well. Thank you. We're really seeking a firm foundation at the moment. It's being really rattled. We just want to know, when is the stability and the money coming in? When are we going to have stability in our finances, our work, our friends, our home? We've been through so many trials and tribulations. I say we because I'm a Taurus. Taurus sun. Let's get to the gist of this. We're having to balance our ways of dealing with things. That little thing you keep in the back of your mind, you think, oh, you know, come the weekend, oh, gee, I could do with a couple of drinks, or geez, I could do with blowing off some steam this way, whatever the way is. And I think it's really starting to affect our finances, our stability, our health, particularly as we're getting older. And we're starting to see the folly in it. It's probably the best way of describing it. The folly insofar as, geez, we've taken it far. If we're going to be into anything at all, we go the whole way, completely. Maybe even sometimes the whole of our lives. It can lead to health issues, money issues, whatever the vice, the addiction is. It could be anything. It could be over-exercise. It could be spending too much on clothes, or watching too many tarot YouTube readings. But whatever it is, we're really starting to have to address it because it's affecting us physically, emotionally, spiritually, and our foundation. But we're also starting to see it mirrored in other people around us, and we're starting to make distinctions about whether we want that kind of energy in our lives anymore. What are we going to be? Who are we underneath all those coping things? Because when we open our mouth, we always change feet as a Taurus. And a lot of the times we'll dampen ourselves down to fit in, put ourselves a bit under the radar. And when it gets too far, we pull back. Yeah. You know, like an example, social drinking, we get out there and have a few drinks with mates because that's what you do. Socially, whatever. But it doesn't make us feel any good, but we still keep on doing it. I'm saying it, you know, because I'm dealing with this too. So, but it's really important not to beat ourselves up about the decisions we've made in life, because we're here right now. And right here, right now is a major shift, turning point. You can feel it. You know it. So who are you? Who are you going to become? Deep down inside, when all of it's gone. Are you going to be focusing on the money you lost? Or the choices not made? Heavy, hey? This is one of the hardest cards, I think, for Taurus to actually deal with in some ways. to realise that it's ourself we have to move away from. The parts of ourselves that we don't necessarily like. To take ourselves out of troubles and move ourselves into calmer waters. Now, this card depicts somebody else taking somebody else over the waters, but you could also liken it to the masculine side of your personality, the doing side, the active side, taking the child within, and the intuitive feminine side, and finally putting the foot down, really, and making the decision that now's enough, we're going. Take what you've got, what you're wearing, it's time to go, we've had enough. But to finally get to this choice, a lot of the times we have to lose a lot of money or feel really unstable and make some not so great choices, or just flatly refuse to make the choices. But everything's screaming. Doesn't matter how much you procrastinate, how much a child within is screaming, I want this. A decision needs to be made either way. Now, that being said, let's do it. What are we going to be in? What are we going to become? What's on the other side of this? What's on the other side of this Tower? The classic example, the tower built on craggy ground. What we thought was stable is no longer. Earth birth changes. Literal stability in the planet is shaking at the moment. Our stability is shaking. Her stability is shaking. We are the mirror of her and she is of us. We are one. So what in life are we breaking down? What don't we want? What needs to change? Let's go. These cards are so hard to shuffle. Beautiful cards, but very hard to shuffle. What are they? Which ones are they? Druidcraft Tarot deck, I think. Yeah. So we're seeing things in a very different perspective, okay? Once again, we're the masters of putting ourselves in a very different situation to see things from a different perspective. We're starting to see the different perspective of what people are choosing in their life as well, and starting to decide whether we want to do that or not. But we're also putting ourselves in this very uncomfortable perspective, so we can slow down and really think about our choices each day, each moment, for each second. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? Am I going to feel better after this or worse? Is it good for everybody and everything, or am I taking more than I need, and that sort of thing? So we're really addressing it. Certainly getting our mojo back, that's for sure. So what's the inspiration when you wake up in the morning, and if you didn't have anything else to do, you could have the whole day to yourself, what would you do? What's the go-to? What lights your fire? Forget expectations, other people's expectations. What lights your fire? Because when we're in our center, in our complete, when we know who we are, when we know what lights our fire, we embrace all the queens. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So also think about what one of those archetypes, and if you don't know the archetypes of those cards, just have a look them up. But what one of those archetypes are you finding that you're actually a little bit lacking in? Do you have the ability to stand up for yourself? Do you have the ability to have sound foundation? Look after yourself financially, physically? Do you have the ability to embrace your emotions? Do you have inspiration? Inspiration coming from within or without? So that'll be a really good idea to figure out what might need to be picked up a little bit, but also what your strengths are and what you can give to the world. Gonna get some, see what the love blocks are here. Courage. That's the hardest thing, isn't it? Like me today, putting my face up. Now I'm doing it, it's not so bad, but I tell you what, it's taken me years. All right. And I think if we do readings like this, we're going to connect better. A lot of you have been with me for a very long time. And I must thank you so much for that. Okay, forgive. Forgiveness will set your heart free. The first person you need to forgive is yourself. Because it is a new world and things are changing. We're starting to come together in unity instead of beat the living bejesus out of each other, fighting. We're realising that we need to come together. But first we need to realise what energy we're individually putting out into the world. Playfulness. Life is too short to be too serious. It is. It really is. And this is something that I know myself, I forget as I'm getting older. To just go out and admire that rainbow. Blow bubbles. Don't remember the last time I did that. And what is fun for you? What's enjoyment? Good, clean, wholesome fun, sitting on the grass. Remembering what it used to be like to have fun as a kid. And I think that's going to lighten the mood a lot. It's also just it's okay to laugh at yourself. Oh my God, I did that. Jeez, really? It's like, I said that, really? There's a lot of but we need to be like a... Another thing too is dressing for your mood. What colour inspires, what outfit, what fabric. It makes a massive difference to your day. I love it. All right. So as I've been saying, it's really important to nurture yourself first. If we don't nurture ourselves first and we give all to all and sundry first, it completely depletes our energy. It might seem that there's other things and people and places and energies that really need your attention right now. But it's incredibly important just to take a moment and to gather your energy back into yourself, because if you keep on giving and giving and giving to everything and everyone, you'll end up with nothing else to give. You can't keep on giving if it's not put back Can't keep on pouring from an empty cup. You have to fill that cup back up again. It's the classic thing, isn't it? But, as I said, necessarily filling that cup up with copious amounts of alcohol or other distractions is only depleting the cup further. And the main person you need to forgive first is yourself. So it's a very big reading about yourself, about nurturing yourself, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. Forget the pain, forget the old story. I think it's probably the best way I'd put this, not forget whatever's happened to you. Forget the old narrative that you keep on playing over and over to yourself that, you know, this happened and this happened and this happened. Last, 17 years, 12 years, it seems like forever, I've been looking after my father, and he always had a story, always so many stories. But every time I heard them, they were always bigger and larger and more amazing and more grand. And so over time, the more times we tell ourselves the same story, the more it can be fluffed out, exaggerated, becoming less and less of what actually happened and more of what we believe happened. The emotions are what tell the story. So it's now time to change that story. And the first thing you do is to pull your energy back into you. Not in a malicious way, bad way, anything like that. All you're doing is just envisioning all the energy that you send out around you to all the people, places and things. And just for a moment, close your eyes and envision all that energy coming back into your body. And just breathe and feel the fullness of all your energy inside your field. It's amazing when we do this because the amount of energy that goes out can be quite incredible, particularly the more empathetic you are with situations. We can meld ourselves into the situations and literally lose ourselves. So if you find there's a situation here that's really giving you too much drain, you really feel like the fight or flight reflex is kicking in, it's time to retreat, even for a moment. Retreat to fight another day, they used to say. All right. Cards for Taurus, please. Thank you. Cord, initiation. I see this as balancing the elements. Also checking in on your chakras. And if you aren't able to do that, to get somebody else to check in on your energy systems. The best way to do it basically is just have a look at one of those charts where they've got the colours that run up the body. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the chakras. And at the bottom, the base is red and it goes orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Think about that, if you have a look at the chart, think about that area with that colour in mind. Put that colour into that area of your body. Feel if it feels stuck or funny or stagnant, and see if you can make that colour brighter and brighter. And you can run up the different chakras of the body, just checking in with each one to see what one you couldn't get the colour going, or you couldn't even get the energy into that area, or you could and it felt amazing. You know, just check in with each part of your body. And in each relax them. But then you'll find that certain chakras out of alignment means certain energy vortices in your body are out of alignment. And that could be where you need to start to address, like say for example, we're ruled by the throat chakra. It's blue. So when you think of this area, I see I even had trouble saying blue because Taurus, throat chakra. Envision even this blue, envision that radiating from this area. And do you feel any stuckness? I do here, this energy, just here. You know, if I was going to do a circle around there, all the energy radiating out from that area, it feels a little stuck here. And so I can think about just relaxing that, and envisioning the blue again, and just try and get the circle all blue. You'll find it can clear congestion, clear your throat, clear your ability to say things clearly. I even feel better just when I'm doing that. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Check in with your energy systems, and also check in and see what colour you're drawn to at the moment. What colour you're drawn to in the morning to wear. Okay. Advice for Taurus, please. Any more advice? Oh, that's too many. Love and light. Act with care. Always act with care and love and light with yourself and others. We'll take them. I'll just flick through them for you. Third eye activation. Secret temptation. Being led astray. It's now time to really get down to the bottom of what is your secret temptation. What's the thing you feel that has power over you instead of you over it? Because we're now choosing new directions. We could literally feel like our feet aren't on the ground at the moment, which can be very destabilising for Taurus. And it's going to be a very emotional time. Don't forget to put on your armour, your spiritual protection when going out in the world. Not armour up against people, but armour your energy field before you go out. Because your clarification and third eye is going to be absolutely on point. So you're going to pick up things, a lot of things from a lot of people and the places and that sort of thing. So that literally could be why we need to be in a bit of a retreat mode, because the information that's coming through at the moment, it's very easy to pick up other people's stuff. Incredibly easy. Walk down the road and you pick up all, walk down a footpath and you pick up all these other people's stuff. Very easy for your energy to end up back out in all the places. What we're being asked to do at the moment is to pull it back into ourselves and get ourselves centered, because we're about to make major shifts and it's going to be rapid. I don't know if it's going to be the magnitude of 7 point, whatever that earthquake was that those poor people in Thailand suffered. But we're going to start moving, and we're going to start moving quick, and it's going to be shocking for a lot of people. I think even particularly ourselves. Guard your energy, as I just said. I sometimes put a wolf at my throat, but sometimes the wolf can just guard the gate too much or be too snarly. Yes. Lead the way, light your own path. We are magnificent creatures of this earth, Taurus. It's time to light our own path. Because we know there are two paths ahead. Simple. Stay as we are, where we are, stuck where we are, doing what we're doing. That's easy. So easy. We've been doing it forever. Now we're being asked to shake it up a little bit. And I'll tell you what, nothing's better than a challenge for us, hey? But this time we're challenging ourselves. Our absolute inability to get rid of that one thing that really we just have to get through the day. Whatever it is. Because timing's critical. Spirit's not mucking around at the moment. Not mucking around at all. The feeling is basically if we keep up the physical things that make our physical bodies weak or our mind weak, we will become weak. If we anchor down and decide that we're infinitely stronger than this and we've been beasts of burden for all and sundry for all our lives, and this time we're actually going to pull our own cart, what are we going to put in that thing? Is it going to even be a cart? Are we just going to travel light? Are we going to bring all the baggage with us, or are we just going to get up one day and just take flight? They say pigs can't fly, but I tell you what, bulls can. That might be what shocks the hell out of everyone. Timing's critical. The time is now. All right. Cafe. Yeah. Because we're going to build on solid ground. That's where we know how to build best. We are the solid ground, so we need to make sure that we are grounded. We are the solid ground. Also, you'll be drawn to move to places that seem more sturdy, secure. Places where it won't flood or there's unlikeliness of volcanic activity, or we're going to be drawn to places of quiet and stillness. What's your star? What's your guiding star? It's now time to reach up and grab that thing, because it's been sitting there waiting for you for a very long time. Really darn proud. Let's go get this, Taurus. Absolutely love you all. Thank you so much, and bye for now.